Hello dear students, today the topic of the class is Z transform. In this class you will be understanding the need of Z transform, very important characteristics of Z transform which makes it useful to be used for the analysis of a discrete time system, and the definition of Z transform, inverse Z transform, and what is ROC, region of convergence. Okay, let us start the class. The first point is the Z transform is an important tool in the study of a discrete time system. Why it is an important tool? The Z transform is a mathematical tool, an important tool for the analysis of a discrete time system, and a discrete time system is represented by a difference equation like this. It is an example of one of the difference equation, a discrete time system. Analysis of discrete time system is to find the output of a system y of n and to find whether the system is stable or not. So, Z transform is used for the analysis of a discrete time system for finding the output and finding whether the system is stable or not. To find whether the system is stable or not, we have to find whether the poles are lying inside the unit circle of in the Z plane. So, the first point is clear, I hope. The Z transform is an important mathematical tool used for the analysis of discrete time system. What do you mean by analysis? We can find output y of n and also find whether the system is stable or not. The second point, in Z domain, the convolution of two time domain signals is equivalent to multiplication of their corresponding Z transforms. This convolution property of Z transform is very important. The convolution of two time domain signals x of n, y of n are two time domain signals. They are convolved to get h of n. If you apply Z transform to this convolved signals x of n, y of n will get x of z dot y of z. H of n Z transform is h of z. So, when two signals are convolved in time domain, we are getting this time domain convolution of two time domain signals is equivalent to multiplication of their corresponding Z transforms. Okay, I hope it is understood. X of n convolved with y of n is equivalent to x of z dot y of z. Okay, when the two signals are convolved in time domain, n is a time domain, z is a Z transform. So, when two signals are convolved in time domain, it is equivalent to multiplication of their corresponding Z transforms. Third point, coming to the definition of Z transform, the Z transform of a discrete time sequence x of n is Z transform of x of n is equal to x of z is given by summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z to the power minus n. Okay, this is known as bilateral Z transform or two-sided Z transform equation. We can have unilateral or one-sided Z transform equation as x of z is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity x of n z to the power minus n. When for a causal signal z is from n is equal to 0 to infinity, we go for one-sided Z transforms. So, Z transform equation is clear. X of z is equal to summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z to the power minus n. This z is a complex variable. In polar form, we write z is equal to r e to the power j omega. Okay. Coming to the fourth point, inverse Z transform. Inverse Z transform of x of z is, how do we write? Z inverse of x of z is written as x of n. Its formula is this one, x of n is equal to this. Okay, coming to the fifth point, the values of z for which this summation, this sum the values of z for which the sum in equation 1 converges, or if this summation is resulting to some finite value, and we say it is the value of z to be the values of z for which x of z in the sum converges is called region of convergence. Okay, the values of z for which the sum in equation 1 converges is called region of convergence. So, in this we have understood 5 points. First is Z transform as an important mathematical tool for the analysis of a discrete time system. Analysis means obtaining output of the system y of n and finding whether the system is stable or not. The important property of Z transform is the convolution property, which states convolution of two time domain signals is equivalent to multiplication of their corresponding Z transforms. And Z transform equation is given by x of z is equal to summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z to the power minus n. The values of z for which x of z converges is known as the region of convergence. Thank you. I hope you have understood the class. For your queries, you can post in the comments. Good luck, students.